Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to today's video. Bit of a later one from me, just been watching the market, watching CLRB. But overall, good day. We're up $12, well up 12 cents per share. That was from a long on ADXS, which I'm going to talk about. A bit more momentum in the market today, some moves. CLRB is making a bit of a trendline move. ARCI was the best one, gapping up this morning. Sadly, that sold off. But the big move was on PDSB. We didn't actually trade it. Main reasons were the spread. I'll quickly show you now. On PDSB, you just see how it made this great move from the 650 area up to sort of 850. I think it's back up at higher day now. There's definitely some good shorting opportunities up this higher day, but you just see even now just it's not the worst now, but I've seen about a 20-30 cent spread earlier. So given the fact of the spread, the high of day, I'd have to allocate shares to short because I like it from a shorting perspective. I just didn't want to touch it, so I'm just watching it. But we did make a trade today on ADXS. Oh, ADXS. There we go. So pre-market, not a lot really going on. There was definitely ARCI made a great move, but then sold off. But there were ones we'll keep an eye on. Watch CLRB, PDSB, and obviously ADXS. But if you see how they all were making these gap ups, but there's just no real volume. So we were just keeping an eye on them. No real game plan. The best one was looking at the most, that we're liking the most was ADXS, and the main reason was because if I show you on the daily chart, ADXS. It's always, as I said, it's always important to go into this daily chart. We see how we've got these lovely gaps in the chart. Yes, we've got a bit of moving averages, but we've got this lovely gap as well. You see how this 420 area has got a nice window up to 590. I was looking to short into the 420 area, and the reason being is there's two things. When they hit these gaps, we want to see the reaction of the stock. Does the stock hit 420 and just bounce off it and come back down, so it becomes resistance? Certainly it can do. That's what we'd be looking for. Or does it now become support and then it pushes up, and then the next logical spot would be 590. But given the fact that we've got the 50 EMA and the sort of gap resistance, I allocated some shares to short at 420. So you see how we got to a high here of just below 380 just before the bell opened. What happened was when it opened up at 9:30, it opened up around 370. It had a quick push, couldn't break high of day, saw loads of red coming through, looked for the washout down at the 350 area, and as always, you see the main reason is we got a little bit of support here, but that $half $half and whole dollars do normally play quite well. And we've also got moved back up to the VWAP and the moving averages as well. So I got in, as you see here, 100 shares, wash out long, got in at 354, sold at 366, so a nice 12 cent gain. And once again, if I take 1,000, 2,000 shares, that's $120, $240, and that was pretty much it. It started to curl round. I was pretty much waiting for this to get a break high of day and get back to, well, go to $4, that 420 area. Then I looked to short, but sadly it just sold off. And yeah, the other stock we was watching was CLRB. Allocated some shares to short on this because once again, going into the daily, you see there's a gap here at oh, that's the wrong one. We want CLRB. So we've got a gap here at 285, and you see the gap there, right, that line there. And why is it a gap? Because that candle, it closed at 285 and then it opened there on this candle at 271. So I just mark out them areas, but the gap to fill back up is at 285, and you see now it's filled that gap. So, and you just see that 285 does actually come into play today as well. In the actual intraday chart, you see there, and there. So there was a couple times here I was actually going to look to short. It was mainly here where it broke the 285. I wanted to see the reaction, and then once it fails beneath it, go back. But then I just looked at sort of the areas I've marked out. We're hoping down to 250 at best, pretty much. But with the VWAP, because it's overextending, it just come back to the 9 EMA, the VWAPs. It's just not. I just didn't think there's much range, basically. It's now broken through again. You can see how now this 85 area has become support. and then we look, don't know where this could go up to. I think this could go up to, if we look on the daily chart, around the 350 area, which has got the 200 moving average and $0.50. So that would be, if it does get to 350, I'd actually look to play it. But overall, that's pretty much it. The main move was on PDSB, as again, given the spread, given the price range, just didn't want to touch it today. But overall, happy with our little trade, and keep scalping. We'll keep building the account, and then we'll look to gain them big moves when we can from a shorting perspective. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you all had a great day. There's still 3 days green, all little scalps, and then hopefully tomorrow, Friday, we can get a big, 40, 50, even $1 move on a shorting, and that's what I'll be looking forward to. But overall, yeah, 3 days green. If I can continue to be green this week, then that's 4 weeks in a row, and we'll move up in share size. So take care, guys. You have a great day. Bye bye.